Hi, good evening, everybody. Welcome to this week's Traders Club. My name is Gerald. Today is the 28th of April. In the evening, market is closed. We got the latest prices downloaded to our machines already. All right, so let's take a look. Okay, so for today, STI went up about 13 points. Yeah. Okay, I think what's interesting is these three support levels that are still holding. Yeah, I think last week we were talking about these three key levels that STI is trying to find support. Yeah, just to revisit, especially for those who missed that previous video. Okay, so the first support, of course, would be this previous resistance, right? So this previous resistance level, which was basically resistance broken turn support. Yeah, so it was previously it was a resistance level, right? So you can see this resistance level, it broke, right? And now it's come back to test as support. So we're basically at the support zone. Yeah, so that's where the buying came in last week and continuing on this couple of days, yeah, this week. Right, that's number one. So that was the first support level. Okay, so for STI, right, the second level would be the gap support. Yeah, so as you can see over here, right, so there was this gap back then in early April, right? So this gap was revisited. Okay, so this is the support again. So this is the second confluence of support. So the first one was a previous resistance broken turn support, and now it's also near to the gap support. Okay, so always remember, a gap up, next time when it comes back down, is tested as a support. Okay, so we have these two, and one more would be the moving average support. Yeah, so as you can see now, the 20 MA has been sloping up, and for the past couple of days, in fact almost one trading week already. Yeah, so you can see the prices able to hang in after coming down for about 4 or 5 days quite sharply. Okay, but it's able to find some support. Okay, so no doubt the market is still bearish, but just want to identify that the market is also showing that it's trying to find support. It's attracting some buying there. All right, so there's these three confluences of support. Okay, so I repeat, it's the moving average support, the gap support, as well as the previous resistance broken turn support. Yeah, that's a classical support level. All right, so that's for STI. Okay. All right, so let's talk about. I got a few questions, especially regarding the Capitaland and ComfortDelGro. Okay, so recall that previously we were talking about this setup called the double bottom. Yeah, so it's a very popular reversal types of setup. Okay, so yeah, so you can see downtrend, rebound, and then came back down and then try rebound again. Yeah, so I think I've talked about this a couple of times. You can look back at the past video. Okay, so double bottom. So the key is that it must break past this level. Yeah, it must break past this horizontal resistance. Okay, so if only it break, then it's going to be a trade. Yeah, so Capitaland, it did break, right? So you can see over here. Oops. Yeah, it did break after a few days. Yeah, so what happened is, okay, so I'll just do this. Yeah, so you can see it did break here. So some will have gone in at this point. All right. So remember that every trade that we take, especially all these breakout trades, I think the stop loss is very important. And remember the stop loss, we were using the 2 times ATR. Right? ATR basically gives us the average daily price movement, right? The average daily price movement. So twice the ATR. So the value was about 13. So 13 times 2 twice, so it's 26 cents. So the stop loss would be at that point in time from the breakout 303, 304, right? You bring down 26 cents. Yeah, so that's where the stop loss could be, right? Potentially, if you have set it that way, 2 times the ATR. Okay, so because I had a few questions at that time when Capitaland couldn't go higher, so as you can see, the prices was coming down. Yeah, so it'll be a mistake to cut loss just because the price didn't go in your favor after you've entered. Yeah, so we stick to the plan. That means if we were to drop by 2 times ATR, right, come down to this level, then we will talk about cutting loss. All right. So as it turns out, thereafter, oops, yeah. So what happened was it did not hit the stop loss, and you can see the market is now Capitaland, right? Is rebounding. All right. So yeah, so we'll never know what will happen, but one thing is clear: only if it comes back down to the stop loss, then you need to cut loss. If not, this will still be a trade that you'll be in. Okay, just to be clear on this, because I've got some queries on this. All right, the next one was ComfortDelGro. Same thing, same setup. All right, so ComfortDelGro at that time had very similar setup. Yeah, so you can see downtrend, rebound, couldn't get past, right? Then it went down again, went up. So you can see that is a double bottom, right? Very similar to Capitaland. So ComfortDelGro, the idea is that it must break 158. So it attempted to break mid of April. Okay, so if you have broken, then of course the trade will be on. Then you set 2 times ATR, which at that time is about 7 cents. Yeah, so you'll be down by 14 cents. Okay, but as you can see, ComfortDelGro, 158 was a stubborn resistance, right? No buyers were willing to pay more than 158. So the price didn't go higher. There's no breakout, so no trade. Yeah, so unlike Capitaland, right? So ComfortDelGro is not a trade, so it didn't happen. Yeah, so as a result, you are not taking the trade at all. Okay, because had you taken the trade, you could have gone down to the stop loss. Okay, so just to be clear on that, it didn't hit the entry price at all. Okay, next we'll talk about SGX. Yeah, so remember SGX, that was the stock that we were talking about and were watching. Yeah, so the initial level to enter was the break of 939. So basically, if you see 940 back then, yeah, so that was the breakout trade. Okay. Okay, now, so for those who didn't take that trade, then of course we were saying, if you watch back, I think the past 2 videos or the one that we were discussing in Traders Club as well, wait for the pullback. Yeah, so we were saying wait for the pullback to the 20 and 50 MA support, because at that time it was like that. So we say wait for it to pull back down. Yeah, so indeed it has pulled back. Yeah, so you can see it pulled back not only to test the previous resistance 939 breakout, right, turn into support, is also in the confluence of the support of 20 and 50 MA. Yeah, so basically it's testing this support now. So it's an opportunity to look for. Okay, but the market has not shown any sign of reversal yet. So if you have to turn on the MACD, yeah, you see it's for red, but there's no green yet. Yeah, remember MACD signal, we need a green after a series of red. Yeah, or if you were to use a stochastic indicator, the stochastic hasn't shown any crossover yet. Yeah, so which means the market is not so definitive in terms of the bulls coming in to buy at the support. Yeah, they are trying to, but not good enough yet. Okay, the rebound have been stronger. You will see a green or you will see a crossover. The blue line, stochastic crossing past the red line. All right, so watch this stock. For those who want to enter the trade for missing out previously, yeah. Okay, so that is SGX. Okay, at that time we were talking about SGX, I was highlighting Sheng Siong as well. Yeah, so Sheng Siong is still up there. What we want is, remember, same thing, a breakout, a pullback to the 132. Right. So what's 132? 132 is a previous resistance broken. Right. So we're watching and see whether it comes back to test as a support. At the same time, the 20 and 50 days moving average. Yeah, so it's a confluence of a past resistance and support, and also the 20 and 50 MA support. Okay, but Sheng Siong early days, it has not pulled back, unlike SGX, which has pulled back. So we're now watching for any indicator signal, right, for the reversal. All right, so that is SGX and Sheng Siong. Okay, yesterday if you have watched our video in Facebook, I was talking about this stock, Thai Beverage. All right, so Thai Beverage was resisted, right, very persistently by the 50 MA, tested for more than a week already. All right, so on Monday it broke. Yeah, so this is where you could be looking out as a breakout trade. Okay, so your stop loss, you could set it somewhere beneath, right, beneath the previous horizontal support. All right, at that time I was comparing it to Singtel because yesterday Singtel was doing the same, right? Singtel was also resisted by the it was also resisted by the 50 MA. Yeah, so same thing, but yesterday I was trying to break, so that was highlighting in the Facebook. Okay, and today it manages to clear. So for anyone who want to take this breakout trade on Singtel, there is one trade you could look at. And of course, your cut loss, you can set it below the 20 MA, at the same time below this recent low. All right, so these are the opportunities that you could be watching out for going forward. Yeah. Okay, let me screen the ESP Master and see what trading opportunities. Again, I'll only look out for the one with good risk to reward. All right, so I'll screen at support. So at support, basically, you'll be looking out for stocks with buying opportunities. Okay, so this ESP Master is available for all members. Yeah, so for those of you who want to renew, or you can just email to us, support@chartnexus.com. Okay, so now it's going through all the Singapore stocks as of today and see which of it has fulfilled the buying signal. Okay, and we look at the entry price, we look at the stop loss and profit target to determine the risk to reward. Okay, so we have BreadTalk. Of course, I'll ignore BreadTalk because I think they are having some takeover talk. So, sorry, I mean the owner is going to buy up the share. So there's no more price action. Cash Logistic. Okay, as you can see, okay, I'll clear the indicator, but as you can see, the risk and reward is not attractive. Yeah, your stop loss is about 11%, whereas your potential profits are only 4-5%. Yeah, so not a good trade. Okay, the next one is Dairy Farm USD, right? US dollar. Okay, this on the other hand, the risk reward look better, yeah, or at least better than Cash Logistic. Okay, so what it have here is it's basically on a uptrend. Yeah, so you can see the 20 MA previously was below the 50 MA. Yeah, so now it's crossover, means the price managed to stay up. So now there's a signal appearing. Yeah, you see when the price came down, testing the support. Yeah, so it's testing the moving average support. Right, and now there's a signal to go long. Okay, but watch out for the entry price. So entry is 477, as you can see, the blue line. So if you hit 477 USD, then it's a trade. Cut loss if it comes back down, so you could be looking at less than 5% of cut loss. Okay, the initial profit target is more than 5%, and the subsequent one is about 10%. Yeah, so you have a potential 2-to-1, or at least a 1-to-1. All right. So it has been on downtrend. You notice for months already. In fact, I would say for more than a year already. The 20 MA has always been below the 50 MA. Right, the red line has always been below the blue line. 20 MA below 50 MA, but finally only now, right? Yeah, you can see that the 20 MA finally goes above the 50 MA. So this shows that the price not only has been going up, it is staying up. All right, and now that it's pulled back to support, it's attracting buying as support. So yeah, so let's look out for this as a potential trade. If you have to hit 477 tomorrow, and of course stick to your cut loss plan. If it comes down, your loss is small, less than 5%. Okay, so that's Dairy Farm. Take note of that. Okay, next is Genting. Okay, if you look at Genting, okay, so for Genting, again the risk to reward is not good enough. The risk is 9%. Yeah, reward is less than 4 in fact. Okay, if you look at Capitaland, yeah, cut loss is 7%. Your initial profit is only 4%. right? And then at best is 9%, so not a good risk reward. Okay, okay, take a look at high P. Yeah, so if I do this, okay, high P is interesting. All right, so you see the risk is only about 3%. Okay, entry price 94 cents. Right, the leading sector have been the technology stocks. Yeah, so high P is one of them that is showing some buying signal now. Okay, so your initial profit target 5%, and then the next one about 11%. Yeah, so you have 3% cut loss, and then 5 to 11% of potential profit. Okay, and of course the highest one you can go to is 25%. So if the price were able to rebound back to this March level, yeah, March level, right? So then we are looking at almost 25%. Okay, and with the risk at only 3%. So that is a relatively good risk to reward. Okay, IP. All right. Okay, what else? In Beverage Industrial, okay, the risk is 8%. Your profit is only 2%. SI Engineering, your risk is about 8%. Okay, but your profit is only about 3 to 6%. Not a good one. Burma, the risk is 8%. Profit is only 2 to 3%. All right, so I think very clear cut. Dairy Farm, right? Dairy Farm is in USD, so be mindful of that. And of course, IP. Okay, so we can take a look at IP as well, with a low risk but potentially high reward. Okay, so these are the stock you can look at. Now, shorting wise, let me just screen a resistance and see what opportunities are there for shorting. Okay, so usually Singapore stocks it takes less than a minute. Yeah. Your stock probably you got to screen 15 minutes, 20 minutes. Okay, so we have a handful of them, but again, let's look at the better risk to reward. Capitaland, yeah, is the downtrend stock, right? Because it's a double bottom, it's definitely at a downtrend. So you have some shorting opportunity, but the risk is 7% compared to the reward of only 1.8 initial profit. Okay, EC Worried, 9% cut loss, 2% initial profit, 8% subsequent one. No good. Okay, Jardine CNC, your initial risk is let me see, 9%. Yeah, good. Because the profit is only 4%. Yeah, you can take a look at this Oak Reed. Yeah, is this DLC? Okay, so for this one, right, you can look at the risk is relatively low, 5.3%. Yeah, compare that to the profit, right? So this Capital Pacific. Okay, so compared to the potential profit, 7%, 14, and even 21. Yeah, so it's something I look at. Entry price, 57 cents. Okay, cut loss, 60 cents. So your risk is about 5%. Okay, so that's something you can look at. Capitaland, risk is 10%. In fact, Capitaland is basically breaking out from the 50 MA already. So shorting will be careful. Okay, so this is Olam. Okay, Olam 4.9% to initial profit, 3.5. The entry is 142. Yeah, so this one at best is 1 to 1, or in fact even less than 1 to 1. Right, so I think this one will give you a pass because of the tight profit. Yeah, narrow. Yeah, skip Nikko AM because it's the ETF, so you don't short that. Singpost. Singpost, yeah, we're at the resistance zone, but the risk to reward is not attractive. Let's look at SPH, same thing. Your risk is about 9%, but your profit is only about 7%. Right, so I think shorting wise, you can look at this Capitol Pacific Oak REIT USD. Yeah, so this one has a better risk reward. Okay, on the buying side, you can look at Dairy Farm, right? Dairy Farm and High Tea. Okay, Dairy Farm, interestingly, I repeat, it's been on a downtrend for very, very long time. Okay, for a very, very long time. In fact, it's more than 1 year ago. Yeah, so only now, right? It was able to break past and change in trend, and in fact, it's finding support on the MA. Yeah, so watch out for this Dairy Farm. Okay, another one is High P. Okay, this has signals to trade. Yeah, SGX, you got to wait. All right, so SGX, just wait for a signal to appear. So either in your MACD or your stochastic. Okay, but don't forget your confirmation and also the stop loss. All right, so yeah, so I think that's all for this week, right? For today on the Traders Club. So if you like this video, just give it a like and share this with your friends. Click on the follow so that every time we have a new video uploaded, you'll be alerted. All right. Okay, so thank you very much for watching. So stay safe, stay home.